Hello guys, welcome back to this series on C++ programming. In this video, we will learn about the basic input-output in C++. So, let's start. In C++, cout function sends formatted output to standard output devices like, for example, screen. So, in this example, let's use cout function. Here, for example, we have cout. We have to respect the syntax of cout. And for example, this is the message that we will write. This is C++ programming. Let's execute. So, as a result, we have the message on the screen. This is C++ programming. So, how this program works exactly? First, we include the EOStream header file that allow us to display output. The cout object function is defined inside the std namespace, so we have to include the namespace std to use the function or the object cout. Every C++ program starts with the main function. The code execution begins from the start of the main function until the end. Cout is an object or a function that prints the string inside quotation mark. So, all the message between the quotation mark will be displayed on the screen. And here we can add the return 0 function to end the program. Now let's do another example and see how number and characters are displayed on the screen. Now let's write together this program. We have here, for example, int number, it's equal to 50, and after we will use another variable double, for example number 2, it's equal to 100.5, and we have a variable with type char ch, it's equal to a. So we have here three variables with different types. Now we want to print on the screen the value of those variables. So we have cout number 1, we have int l. The int l function is used to insert a new line. So after writing on the screen the value of number 1, we will have a new line to write the value of the second number. Here we will write number 2, and here we will write ch. Now, for example, here we will add a message before adding the ch. We will add a message on the screen. Character, for example, 2 point. Now let's execute together and see the result on the screen. Here we got a mistake. Yeah, we have to be careful of the name of the variable. Here I wrote number 1, but here the name it's num. So be careful of the variable's name. So here the result we have 15. The value of the first variable it's 15, the second it's 100.5, and the third one we have characters 2.a. So here, as you can see, the inferior operator here can be used more than one time if you want to print different variable, or if you want to print text and a number in the same line. Now we will pass to C++ input. In C++, scene take formatted input from standard input devices such as keyboard, for example, and will display it on the screen. We use the cin function or object with the bigger operator for taking input. Now let's see how this new function cin is working. Now let's take a new example. We have here int Now it's a variable. Cout, we will ask the user to enter an integer, for example. Please enter an integer. Sorry. So we will get this message on the screen. Now, in function, it's a function from the IOStream library and from the namespace std. The operator, bigger operator, must be used. And after we have here number. It's like the scanf in C programming language. It's the same thing. It will take a value from keyboard and register it inside this value. So the value that we will enter from the keyboard will be registered in this value. Now, cout, we will write on the screen the value inside this variable. So the value or the number is number. Now let's see the value that we will enter from keyboard. Let's execute together. Please enter an integer, for example 10. The number is 10. As you can see here, our program is working well. We don't have problem. So if you want to write a message on the screen, we have to use cout function. If you want to take value from user, you have to use cin function. Now, there is also a possibility of taking multiple input. Now, here, for example, we will use another variable. Here, for example, let's use different type, char a, for example. Here, we will ask the user to enter an integer and a character. So here, the first value will be registered in number. The second entered value will be registered in A. So it's by order. Here I enter in number. The first value that you will enter will be registered in number. So be careful, the first value must be an integer. The second one must be a character. So here, cout, the number is num. Now let's print the character. Is A. Let's add here and L to use a new line. Now let's execute together. Please enter an integer and a character. So the first one must be an integer, for example 20. The second one is B letter, for example. So the number is 20, the character is B. I hope you understand the lesson of input-output in C++. Please, if you have any question, write us a comment, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel to get notified for next video. Thank you so much for listening, and see you in next video.